Hello, and welcome to the section entitled Developing Online and Blended Practices. Okay, so many of us have thought about, well, how am I going to actually do online and blended learning? What are the best practices? What are the things I'm going to do to get the best results? Okay, now the Best Practices Task Force has initially developed a list of best practices based on our readings, our research, um, and we've developed a preliminary list. Well, not a preliminary list, a list that we thought would be usable by faculty. From that, we also asked faculty to reflect on their experiences of best practices, and from that, we've improved our best practices list. Okay, so this list is by no means like the only list possible. In fact, probably many of you have been thinking about this a long time. What are you going to do in the fall or in the future with online learning? And you've probably reflected on what are the best practices for yourselves. Some of you may even have gone online and start looking at your own resources, um, and thinking and reading and researching what are best practices in my field. What can I do to better use a certain type of activity? How can I facilitate discussion? Many of you have probably been researching that. Okay, so in this section, we're going to bring that all together, and we're going to kind of figure out what are the best practices for yourself and for your department, for people like you. Okay, so it's going to be kind of an individual thing. And also in this section, you're going to have a chance to collaborate and make a collaborative resource, which you and your peers, people like you, are going to be able to develop together something in terms of best practices. Okay, so I hope you like this section.